Murray. Martin, welcome. I haven't seen you for a while. You look fantastic, always looking healthy and strong.
Yeah, thanks mate. You do too, mate. Yeah. Yeah, feeling good, mate. Obviously, I've not seen you for a while. It's good to be back on Sky Sports. Good to be in a big major fight. I'm fit and ready, looking forward to it.
Seen a lot of interviews with you lately. I think when you always listen to the way someone's talking and the passion that they speak with, you seem very focused and very driven for this opportunity. I kind of get the feeling that you and the team say, this is it, you know, this is the last roll of the dice, this is my moment, I'm going to leave everything in there on Friday.
Yeah, definitely. You know, this is my fifth one now. I know how hard a fight it's going to be. I really rate Billy Joe. You know, we've got unfinished business. But everything happens for a reason, you know. I firmly believe and truly believe that the pull-outs years ago and the little setbacks I've had have all brought to this point, and like I said, I'm fit and focused and I'm ready.
How frustrating was that? I saw it at the time, you know, you did feel that he pulled out of those fights, maybe he didn't want to fight you, he was looking for those bigger fights as well, but did that hurt at the time? You know, you really wanted your opportunity at Billy Joe?
Yeah, obviously it did, but I get it. I get why he pulled out, to be honest with you. We all want them bigger fights and it makes sense, so there was a little bit of frustration at the time, but I left that where it was, and you know, I've got nothing against Billy. You know, he's one of them we shook hands, I think, at me fight when I got beat against him. Damn, he was only on the card. Like I said, I've got nothing against him, but he's here now, and you know, he's honoured his word. 2 years later, like, but we're here, and yeah, no doubt we're both looking forward to it. He's going to be in top condition himself, and we're both going to lay it all on the line, so it's going to be a good fight.
You've come up, obviously, through British boxing at a similar time with Billy Joe Saunders. You've watched him over the years as well. When you look at the 168-pound performances of Billy Joe, some might say they haven't been as impressive as the Lemieux victories and the Eubank victories at 160. Do you feel that you take anything from those last couple of fights, or do you expect a top-class Billy Joe Saunders on Friday?
I've got to be honest with you, I don't watch much boxing. I'm not a big boxing fan. I've seen a few of Billy's fights. But what I know about him is that when he's on his game, he's on his game. You know, when he does rise to the occasion, I know he's going to rise to it on Friday night. So I got myself ready for the elite Billy Joe.
You've been so close so many times, and I don't think there's anyone that didn't think you beat Sergio Martinez. There was a lot of people that felt you beat Sterling. There was quite a few people that thought you beat Arthur Abraham as well. You are the challenger again going in to fight a champion, although we are in the UK, which is the first time for you fighting for a world title. But how important is it to try and win convincingly on Friday night? And
yeah,
to
obviously,
no doubt.
Yeah, obviously it is. Like I said, I know it's going to be an hard fight. Stern was what, 9 years ago now? Stern, Martinez, Abraham. And if I'm honest, I think, you know, I thought I won the fight against Abraham. I was on about this earlier, Jay, with Andy as well. And, you know, I thought I won the fight against Abraham, but in hindsight, I left it too close to call in Germany, and I won't be doing that on Friday. You know, I'm just happy I've got the chance to lay it all on the line and lead it all in the ring.
Jamie, big chance for you. We know you're very close with Martin as well. Massive opportunity. I get the feeling from the team you really believe that he can do this on Friday night.
Yeah, of course. You know, when we was in discussions about having this fight, we wouldn't have took this fight if we didn't think Martin was capable of winning the fight. Not to say that we don't realise how difficult the task is, but if you're going to be fighting for the world title and winning it, then you have to be capable of going in there and doing the business. And you know, we're under no illusions how big the task is. But I know I've got a fighter in Martin who's experienced at this level. He should have been a world champion before. Even though he's been in tough fights, he's had big gaps in between where his body's been able to recover and stuff. So in terms of mileage on the clock, he's still relatively fresh for his age. So we just need the stars to align and everything to fall in place on the night, because even if we win the fight, or you know, it gets to that point, you're not going to beat Billy Joe easily. He's one of those fighters where even if you get him, he's going to be close. And like you said, we only realised before, or I only realised that this is Martin's first world title opportunity in Britain. So he's been on the rough end of the decision a couple of times. We've just got to hope that if it's close towards the end, we get a good roll of the dice. But it's a difficult fight. But I know Martin's in the best shape possible, and he's got the tools capable of winning it.
Question for both of you, Jamie, first. Obviously, there's been a lot of video footage talking about the inspiration of Oliver Harrison going into this fight. Obviously, someone who you were both extremely close to, great man, great coach as well. Does that drive you guys on in this fight as well? I know you would have been immensely proud of you going into this fight, and I know that he always believed you would become a world champion as well.
I think from my point of view, any influence like that can drive you that extra few percent, and I know Oliver will be looking down and wishing us on and driving us on over that line if and when we get to that point in the fight. But the impact that man has had on mine and Martin's life is immense. He was an unbelievable coach, fantastic human being, and I'm just glad that he's getting the praise and respect what he deserved, what he should have had before he sadly passed away. So
same to you, of course. We know you could have won a world title, we should have won a world title with him, but it would be a major moment and a tribute to him if you could do the business on Friday.
Yeah, obviously I miss him a lot, think about him every day, still not with all his loss, and I never will, to be honest with you. Like Jay said, he was a world-class trainer, fantastic human being, great friend. It's been a big loss for us all, but we should have had it a few years ago, and it's all about Oliver on Friday night.
Hey Fight fans, it's Michelle Joy Phelps. If you haven't already subscribed to our YouTube channel, make sure you do so by clicking this icon right here, or else